Don't require any
because they
external
keep on
energy.
burning without the external additional energy. And the saturated compounds will give a yellow flame and it will go under a complete combustion, and the unsaturated will give a yellow flame and the saturated will give a blue flame. Okay. So what is oxidation? Oxidation means the addition of oxygen and the removal of hydrogen. Simple. And reduction means the addition of hydrogen and the removal of oxygen. Just the opposite of oxidation. So here in this example, here you can see that what is happening, the addition of oxygen is happening in this process, है ना? Mg is getting added with the oxygen, and what is the product? Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium oxide.
And here the removal of oxygen. See here NH is there, but here what is happening in the product? N,
And
and then
extension.
H is removed from the nitrogen. And in this process reduction, addition of hydrogen, MgH, it mean so in the product side it will be M and
And
H.
now
And
MG
and MgO means what? MgO means the
magnesium oxide.
reduction of oxygen, so Mg plus O. So this part clear. What is oxidation?
Yes,
Reduction,
various.
addition of oxygen,
Yes,
removal of, and that is the opposite of oxidation. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And next is, let's go through with the definition part.
Okay.
It is a reaction involving the addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen.
Hmm.
Alcohols can be oxidized to form carboxylic acid. Here you can see this is the example of ethanol. Ethanol is having a CH3CH2OH, and oxidation means the removal. So here you can see CH3C double bond O, and here the OH is removed. है ना? And in this process, substances that are capable of adding oxygen to other substance, and these are known as the oxidizing agent. So simple, oxidizing agent means addition of oxygen. Reducing agent means addition of hydrogen and removing of
And
what?
the
Oxygen.
the
Hmm.
OH is ma'am getting removed.
Yeah, like here you can see it's a one compound, ethanol. Okay. But here what is happening? The H is removed from this ethanol. So this is what? This is the oxidation, जहाँ पर hydrogen remove हो जाता है किसी भी process से, किसी भी compound से. ठीक है?
Okay. Okay.
Now more examples. 1 minute. Reduction. Okay, maybe reduction part is not here. So reduction part is clear now with these two examples.
Yes.
MgO और remove हो जाएगा, H add हो जाएगा. ठीक है?
Okay.
Next is the addition reaction. What is addition reaction? Any
Ma'am,
idea?
reduction reaction of compound where
Reduction is not here. That's what I'm also thinking. Why the reduction part is not here? Okay, we will go through that in the last. Okay. First, we'll go through what is the addition reaction. Any idea about addition?
ma'am, it's the addition of hydrocarbons, ma'am. Just like the normal addition reaction which we do. It's the
Hmm.
same. Just it can be it takes place to make the reaction faster. It takes place what in presence of a catalyst.
Yes. So here the reaction in which the reagent completely add to a reactant without the removal of the small
Molecule.
molecules is known as the addition reaction. For example, here is the addition of what?
From
Hydrogen,
hydrogen.
है ना? In the presence of catalyst. And what is the
Exactly.
use of catalyst?
From catalyst, ma'am, they make the reaction fast or slow
Without being itself
without being
affected.
involved in the or
Yes.
consumed in the.
So this is the use of the catalyst. So here addition of hydrogen in the presence of catalyst like palladium or nickel. Here is the nickel catalyst to unsaturated compound. This is what? This is which compound? This is unsaturated compound. Why
Unsaturated.
this is unsaturated
Ma'am, double
compound?
bond. Double bond.
And this is which compound?
This is
Saturated
saturated
compound.
compound.
Yes, so addition reaction means कि unsaturated compound will get with the
Saturated.
help of the catalyst, the double bond will get
Will
transformed
repair
into a
from.
single bond. ठीक है?
Okay.
So this is the addition reaction, and how it will get transformed from double to single
Heat.
with the हाँ,
Hydrogen.
with the help of the hydrogen. Yes, so that's why it's a addition of hydrogen is always involved in the addition reaction process. Hello, Ridhima.
Hello, ma'am.
Why are you late?
Ma'am, the class starts at 40, but so I joined
Okay,
at.
at 30 you can join us. So we have discussed now this one. Okay, what is combustion and the oxidation and reduction reaction? So what is combustion, Ridhima? Any idea? 1 minute, Shazan. We will quickly revise. What is combustion, Ridhima?
Ma'am, something that burns in.
Ah, so all the carbon compounds burn in the oxygen to give the carbon dioxide and water vapor, and heat and light is also involved in this process. So combustion is basically when you will add the hydrocarbons and oxygen. What is hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbon means hydrogen and carbon, when you will add this two, and what you will get in the product side, carbon dioxide and the water plus heat and light as well. So these are known as the combustion reaction. Now in the combustion reaction you can also see that these compounds are used as fuels. Why the combustion compounds are used as fuels? Because they keep on burning without the requirement of additional energy. They don't need any kind of additional energy to burn. So that's why they are also used as fuel. So there are two types: saturated hydrocarbons and the unsaturated hydrocarbon. What is saturated hydrocarbon? Saturated hydrocarbon, when we will heat them, so it will give us a blue flame, and it will go into a complete combustion process. But for the unsaturated compound, it will give you a yellow flame, okay, as they do not go into a complete combustion. So that is the two things: saturated, unsaturated, and they are used as fuels. So 3 points, and two more points is that you will, in the left hand side, the hydrocarbons and the oxygen will be there, and on and during this process, what you will get: carbon dioxide plus water and heat and light as well. So this is known as the combustion. Okay. Okay, next is the oxidation and reduction reaction. Oxidation reaction means oxy means oxygen, so that's a short form: oxidation, oxygen. So the addition of oxygen to a substance, that is known as oxidation, and the reduction of hydrogen, that is also known as the oxidation or oxidizing agent also, you can say. For example, if you will see these two examples, here is the addition of oxygen. Magnesium plus oxygen is magnesium oxide, and NH3 is getting reduced to N2 plus H2. Why? Because this part is what? This part is the removal of hydrogen. And what is the first part? First part is the addition of oxygen. How addition of oxygen? Because Mg plus O, that's a two different thing, is getting in the product side, will what we are getting a full compound, which is a magnesium oxide. So this is the addition of oxygen, and the addition of oxygen, what you are getting? You are getting magnesium oxide. Okay, any doubt? Okay. So reduction means addition of hydrogen and the removal of oxygen. It's a opposite of your oxidation. So and also one more point you can add, Shazan and Ridhima: oxidation means loss of electrons and reduction means gain of electron. Okay. So from these two examples again, MgO is getting reduced to Mg plus O2. This is the example of removal of oxygen, and here Mg plus H2 is getting combined, and then your compound in the product side is MH2. So this is known as the addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen. Okay. Any doubt in the combustion, oxidation, or reduction? Okay. So next we are moving to addition reaction. What is the addition reaction, Ridhima? So any idea in the addition reaction?
We add something.
To add something in the presence of, see, addition reaction is addition of hydrogen. What we will do? We will add a hydrogen. So this is which compound? Saturated compound or unsaturated compound? Ridhima, you can tell which compound is this?
Yes. Unsaturated.
Why unsaturated? Because it consisting of a two bonds, right? So two or triple comes under unsaturated. Okay, and only a single bond comes under saturated compounds. Okay, so this is the difference between two. So here addition of hydrogen in the presence of catalyst like palladium or nickel to the unsaturated hydrocarbon. So here what we are doing, we are adding the hydrogen to this unsaturated compound in the presence of the catalyst. Now, what is the catalyst? What is the meaning of catalyst? Like, what is the use of catalyst? Catalyst basically, Shazan, what is the use of catalyst?
Catalyst, ma'am, it
Mm.
makes the reaction
Reaction
faster
faster. Huh. Yes, a catalyst makes the reaction faster
without getting
without
involved.
being itself consumed or affected. So here, unsaturated compound, if we will add a hydrogen, what will happen? If let's say this is the double bond, and if we are adding the hydrogen, obviously it will convert it into a single bond, right? So here unsaturated compound is getting converted into a saturated compound with the help of a addition of hydrogen, and also with the help of a catalyst our reaction is getting fast. Okay, so this is the use of the addition reaction in which the reagent completely add to a reactant without the removal of small molecules. Here, see, this is the, let's say this is your unsaturated thing, and then what is happening with the help of the hydrogen? For example, A is your hydrogen. So this unsaturated part is getting converted into a saturated part. Double bond is getting converted into a single bond. So this is only a addition reaction. And in the double bond, you like hydrogen will not be added. In the single bond, the hydrogen will be added because if we will convert the double into a single bond, obviously we have to add a hydrogen. Then only this reaction is known as the addition reaction. Got it? What is addition reaction? Any doubt? See here, let's go through this once again. In this part, there's a carbon carbon and R. Okay. So when this will go into a then what will be the product with the help of the nickel catalyst? What you are doing? See here, how many are? 4R, and here also 4R. But two thing is, but the hydrogen is also added over here. So this is the addition of hydrogen, which makes this full process converted into a unsaturated to a saturated compound. Very simple. Now next is substitution reaction. What is the meaning of substitution?
Same as displacement reaction.
Yeah. So substitution, okay. So from here, now let's go through this. So hydrogenation, hydrogenation also means the addition of hydrogen. Okay. For example, if you will see this example now, this one. Here is the ethene. What is ethene? Ethene means C2H4.
Double
So,
bond actually.
two carbons and four hydrogen. But when we will add two, but when there will be addition of hydrogen, what will happen? It will convert it into ethane. Means
That's
double bond is
saturated.
converted into a
The
single bond. Means unsaturated compound is converted into a saturated. So this is the meaning of addition reaction.
meter is used
This
for
whole
converting
hmm.
fats into vegetable oil.
What?
It's used for converting that into one thing was there. I'm forgetting the term into vegetable oil.
This
Hydrogen. Yes, saturated fatty acid.
uh, Saturated fatty acids, which are generally present in animal fats, are harmful for health, and oil containing unsaturated fatty acids should be chosen for cooking. Now we will go through what is the substitution reaction. So substitution reaction means reaction in which involves the direct replacement of an atom or the group of atom in an organic molecule by another atom or a group of atoms without any change in the rest of the molecule. For example, this one. Let's say this example, R plus X. This is a one compound and Y is the another compound. And now in the product side, what will happen? This will get displaced. So now R is with the Y and X is alone. So this process is known as the displacement reaction, where S is getting displaced with what? With Y. Y is in the left hand side, R is with the X, and on the right hand side, R is with the Y. Now this example, so substitution reaction, the reaction in which the reagent replaces an atoms or group of atom from the reactant are called the substitution reaction. And these are generally shown by saturated compound. Okay, this is very important. These are generally the substitution reactions are generally shown by which compounds? Saturated compounds. Most of the saturated compounds are fairly inert and unreactive in the presence of most reagents. These reactions takes place readily in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, chlorine is added to the hydrocarbon at the rapid rate. In this reaction, Cl replaces H atom one by one. We will go through with the reactions as well. So first point is these are generally shown in which hydrocarbon? In the saturated hydrocarbon. What is the second point? This reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight.
Ma'am, can
Now
I
what
go
is
ahead? Ma'am, I'm coming.
okay, go. So in this reaction, Ridhima, if you will see, the carbon is there with the 4 hydrogen plus Cl and Cl plus Cl. Now here you can see this hydrogen. Okay? This hydrogen is getting displaced. Now what you will see in the product side, the 3 hydrogen will be there as it is. But what will happen to this hydrogen? In place of this hydrogen, one chlorine will get added and H will added with this left chlorine, so HCl. So what is this product called? Whole this product is known as the chloromethane. Chloromethane means Cl is used for chloro and this is known as the methane. Okay, so again what is happening? Let's say this carbon, let me use this carbon and 4 hydrogen plus chlorine, 2 chlorine, and then what will happen? So see, Shazan, chloromethane we are discussing. What is chloromethane? 1 carbon, 4 oxygen plus 2 chlorine. Now what will happen? The three, let me use different pen. So the three
So one
hydrogen
of the
will be
hydrogen
there.
will displace to
Huh.
by chlorine and
One
this
chlorine and HCl.
then
Okay.
HCl. Then
Huh.
again you add Cl in that compound and then all of them will become ClCl.
Huh. And one more example. Yeah, the same only. Okay. So this equation, I mean this example. CH4 plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. Why in the presence of sunlight? Because this process, this reaction always takes
Takes
place
place
in
in
the
sunlight.
presence of sunlight only. Which reaction? Substitution reaction.
Substitution.
So CH4 plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight, CH3Cl and again HCl. Okay. This also CH3Cl plus Cl2. Okay, you do this two part. Ridhima and Shazan, do this two part.
Which part? Last part.
Yeah.
Oh.
CH2, Cl2 plus Cl2 and CHCl.
I'm getting CHCl3 plus HCl. I can show you.
Okay, wait. Ridhima, you also done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So CHCl3 plus HCl and CCl4 plus HCl. Both are correct? Okay. So this is known as the substitution reaction. Again, what is the addition reaction? The first part is, what is the first point of this addition reaction? That this means this process involves addition of hydrogen with the help of a catalyst. What is the use of catalyst? Catalyst faster your full reaction without getting itself affected. Substitution reaction, first point is these are always like the reactions are generally shown in which compound, saturated compound, and this takes place in the presence of sunlight. Okay? And again here oxidation, addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. Reduction is addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. What is combustion? Combustion reaction means hydrocarbon, where hydrogen and carbon is getting like it will with the oxygen, and then in the product side what you will get, carbon dioxide, water, and heat and light. Next is fuels and flame. Fuels: coal, petroleum, flame, blue, non-luminous flame, yellow, and non-luminous. Now what is fuels?
Ma'am, the
What?
carbon compounds, ma'am, they have energy stored in them, and when the bonds, ma'am, when they are made to be broken, ma'am, the energy gets released, and then they can be used as fuels.
Okay, Ridhima, any idea what is fuels? Okay, your pre-boards are starting from 8 December, no?
Mine is my from 8 December. My science is 6th. Sorry, 6th.
6 December. And yours, Ridhima? Pre-boards?
Ma'am, mine are starting from 4th, but I don't know when science is.
Okay, take care. So fuels. Those carbon compounds which have energy stored in them. The carbon compounds is having what? Is having energy stored in them and burn with the heat and light are called fuels. Very simple. The carbon compounds are having energy and burn with heat and light are known as the fuels. So the released energy means the heat and light is utilized for various processes like for cooking food, running machines in the factories. So what is fuels? Fuels means the carbon compounds which have energy stored in them. So this CC is having what? This carbon compound is having energy stored in them, and this will burn with the help of heat and light. So carbon compound is having energy stored in them and it will heat with the help, sorry, it will burn with the help of the heat and light. This process is known as the fuels. And the energy which is released is used for cooking food and also used for running machines in the factory. Simple. What is fuels? Carbon compound is having energy stored with them and it will burn with the help of the heat and light, and the released energy, like the released energy is used for the various process, cooking food and for the machines in fact. Okay? In fuels, the carbon can be free state as present in coal, coke, and charcoal, or in the combined state present in the petroleum, LPG, CNG, natural gas, main constituent of which is methane, kerosene, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So carbon can be in the free state. So in the fuels, what is carbon? Carbon can be in the free state. In the free state, like what? Which is present in the coal, coke, charcoal, CNG, and many others. So those fuels which were formed by the decomposition of the remains of prehistoric plants and animals buried under the earth long ago are known as the fossil fuel. So we all know, right, what is fossil fuel? How is the formation of fossil fuel possible? With the help of what? With the help of the plants and dead plants and animals, okay, buried under the earth long ago. So those are known as the fossil fuel, for example. And then what will happen? This fossil fuel will be converted into a coal, petroleum, or natural gas. So fuels and fossil fuels. Fuels समझ में आ गया? Fuels is what? Carbon compounds will have a lots of energy stored in them, and it will burn with the help of the heat and light, and the released energy is used for the various purpose. And what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel means the decomposition of the plants and animals buried under the earth. Those are known as the fossil fuel. Example: coal, petroleum, and natural gas. And also the carbon which is present in the free state. Carbon which is present in the free state are present in these: coal, coke, charcoal, LPG, CNG, kerosene, petroleum, natural gas. Okay. So here also same thing is written: carbon compound which have the energy stored in them and burn with the help of the heat and light. Now we will go through what is coal. Coal is what?
Ma'am, it's a carbon compound.
Okay, so coal is it is a complex mixture of compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Here in the fuels only we will have a carbon compound, and in the coal we will have a mixture of carbon plus hydrogen plus oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and some free carbon along with traces of nitrogen, sulfur, and this coal is formed by the decomposition of plants, ferns, trees which got buried into the earth millions of years ago. So same, but the compounds is different. Here the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and in the fuels only which compound? Only the carbon compound. Next, petroleum. It is a dark viscous foul smelling oil, and it is also known as the rock oil or black gold, and it is formed by the decomposition of remains of extremely small plants, animals. Again same thing, you read this three: fuels, coals, petroleum, and also flame, and then I will ask the question. Okay, take 2 to 3 minutes, read this. Okay, done. So what is flame?
Wait, ma'am, wait. 2 minutes
Acha.
more. I didn't give 2 minutes.
Okay, so take
Um,
2 to 3 minutes, I'm coming. Tell
Ma'am,
Ridhima.
can you show flames? Remove fuels and just show flames.
Okay.
There are two types, not the types, right?
Hmm. Okay, yeah. Okay. ठीक है. 2 minutes, I'm coming.
I'm done, ma'am. You can ask.
Okay, tell. What is flame?
Ma'am, flame, ma'am. Ma'am, ask Ritima first.
Why Ridhima first?
Ma'am, like this only. I just revised in my mind till that time.
Okay, Ridhima, you tell.
Ma'am, flame appears when there is a combustion of a gaseous substance, but it was not written what flame is.
And how many types?
Two. So one is blue, which comes with sufficient oxygen, and one is yellow when there is insufficient oxygen.
Now you tell.
Flame is basically what is the burning of gaseous particles? No, it's the combustion of no,
You only told na ma'am, done. You can ask.
ma'am, I did for all of the flame. I forgot. I know flame. Okay, wait. Let me give it 2 minutes. One more time. Till that time, ma'am, you can ask another topic.
What?
Nothing, ma'am. I'm saying, wait. Yes, ma'am. Flame, ma'am. It only appears when there is a when combustion occurs in gaseous particles. If you take wood and you ignite it, you can see the flame. But if you take a incense stick, if you burn it will just glow. So there are two types of flames. One is that blue flame, which is non-luminous flame, and one is yellow flame, which is luminous flame. The non-luminous flame, what happens is the if sufficient amount of oxygen is provided to the fuel, then it burns with a blue flame because all the carbon with that burns away with that. And example is liquefied petroleum gas. For yellow flame, what happens is if the amount of oxygen is less for the fuel, then it will burn with a yellow flame because the carbon particles that will be left unburnt.
Okay. Done. So flame. The coal or charcoal in an ingiti sometimes just glows red and gives out heat without a flame. Have you seen this thing?
No, ma'am, seen incense sticks. That's why I took that.
Okay, so this is because the flame is only produced when combustion of gaseous substance takes place. So when wood or charcoal is ignited, the volatile substance present vaporize and burn with a flame in the beginning. So depending upon the amount of oxygen and the burning of fuels, this is of two types. What is blue flame? When the oxygen supply is sufficient, so the fuel burn completely, producing a blue flame. You have seen, right? Blue flame you have seen. Have you seen?
Yes, ma'am, and
है
gas
ना?
stove.
And the gas, yes. And then no light is produced. That is, the example is burning of LPG in the gas stove. And what is the yellow flame? when the insufficient supply of air and the fuel burn incompletely and produce a yellow flame because of the presence of unburnt carbon particles. Example, burning of wax vapor. So that is the difference between blue flame and the yellow flame. Okay? And what is petrol? Petroleum is a dark, viscous, foul-smelling oil, also known as the rock oil or black gold. So and how it is formed? Again, it is formed the same as the coal and fossil fuel decomposition of the plants and animals buried under them millions of years ago. ठीक? What is the next part? Next part is some important carbon compound. So what is the first important? First is the ethanol. Second is ethanoic acid. Third is the acetic acid. Okay, so first we will go through what is the ethanol. So ethanol common name is C2H5, and what are these? These are the important carbon compound. Ethanol is very important carbon compound. Common name is ethyl alcohol. What is the common name of ethanol? Ethyl alcohol, and formula C2H5OH CH3CH2OH. Okay, so it can be also written like this, where you can separate the two carbons and the two hydrogen as well. C2H5OH and CH3CH2OH. CH3CH2 is nothing but C2H5. Take. And how to prepare the ethanol? Ethanol is obtained by fermentation of molasses, which are obtained from sugarcane juice. So this is the preparation process. It is obtained by the fermentation of molasses, which can be obtained from the sugarcane juice. And what is the physical property? What is the difference between physical and chemical property? Again, in the chemical property, we will have the lots of reactions, and physical property is basically the room temperature, the lustrous, and that chemical properties we have learned. So physical property is what? It is liquid at room temperature. Ethanol is liquid at the room temperature. Melting point is 156 Kelvin and boiling point is 351 Kelvin, and it is also soluble in water. Physical property what? Room temperature per liquid hai, melting point is this, boiling point is this, and soluble in water. Okay, we can easily, this part means the ethanol is easily soluble in water. What is the chemical property? There are two types of chemical property. See, reaction with sodium and the dehydration. What is reaction with sodium? Now here, when the sodium is reacted with ethanol, this is your sodium Na and this is your ethanol. When the both are reacted, so ethyl alcohol reacts with the sodium metal, leading to the evolution of hydrogen gas. What is evolving? Hydrogen gas evolution is happening along with the formation of sodium ethoxide. So what will form? Sodium ethoxide will also form. So how come sodium ethoxide will form? CH3, CH2, and this O and Na. So Na plus and O minus, and this H is left. So this H will be evolved as the hydrogen gas. Again, so here ethanol and sodium. ठीक है, so from this ethanol CH3 CH2 we will include only this oxygen and this nitrogen. Why? Because hydrogen gas is getting evolved, so O minus हो जाएगा, Na will be plus, and plus H2 gas. So this is the reaction of sodium with the ethanol. What is dehydration? We all know what is dehydration. What is dehydration? Removal of water molecules from a compound is known as the dehydration reaction. So here this is the ethanol, again CH3CH2OH. So when the ethanol is heated at 443 Kelvin, so when the ethanol is heated with excess concentrated H2SO4, so what will happen? The water molecules get removed from it. So here in the ethanol you can see OH is there, but when we will heat this at 443 Kelvin and with the excess amount of concentrated H2SO4, what will happen? The water molecule get removed from it and only the ethene will be left. So here CH2 double bond CH2, one hydrogen left from this part, and OH. So one hydrogen and one hydrogen will be two hydrogens. So H2 and O. So okay, again I will draw this. CH3 CH2OH. Heated at how many Kelvin? 443 Kelvin and with the concentrated H2SO4. ठीक है, तो क्या हो जाएगा? What will get removed? The water molecule. What is water molecule? H2O is a water. So if H2O is water, let's say this H and let's say one H from this, because here how many H is there? 3 H is there na. So एक H को अगर remove कर देंगे, then what we can write? We can write like this, and obviously the double bond will be there. Why? double bond will be there because CH and again CH2, 2H I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. ठीक है? Any doubt? Ridhima, Shazan? Simple है ना? Dehydration and reaction with sodium. Sodium is very simple. Just O को remove करना है. Why? Because you have to remember this कि evolution of hydrogen gas will happen. So if hydrogen gas का evolution होगा तो ये तो remove हो जाएगा and only O and Na will be left. So O minus हो जाएगा and sodium will be plus because that's electrolytes, right? Electrolytes is what? Plus and minus. Dehydration, removal of water. Removal होना है किस चीज का? Water का. So H2O is what? H2O is a water and from here one more H you can take. From H2O you can't take H but from H3 CH3 you can take one H. If you अगर यहाँ से एक H ले लिए then what will happen? You can easily convert this into ethene CH2 double bond CH2. Simple. In the next class again we will go through with this. ठीक है? तो ethanol हो गया. And what is the uses of ethanol? It is used as an active ingredient in the alcoholic drinks में use होता है and it is used in medicines like iodine, cough syrup and many tonic as well. Tonic is what? Tonic is a syrup. And alcohol as a fuel, alcohol is used as an additive in petrol since it is a cleaner fuel and give rise to only CO2 and H2O when burnt in the sufficient air. So first is alcohol drinks. We can use ethanol in the alcoholic drink. Tincture of iodine, cough syrup, tonic. We can also use alcohol in the syrup as well. So again, ethanol, common name is ethyl alcohol. These are the two compound C2H5OH and CH3CH2OH. Preparation is with the help of the fermentation from the sugarcane juice. Physical property, first part is room temperature, second part is your melting point, third is the boiling point, and fourth is it is insoluble in the water. Chemical property is with the two reaction with sodium and the dehydration reaction of sodium. Then what will happen? The hydrogen gas will evolve. If the hydrogen gas will evolve, then O minus and Na plus will be there. So this is known as the sodium ethoxide. Dehydration means what? Dehydration means the water molecules get removed. If the water molecules will get removed, so ethanol will get converted into ethene. The double bond single bond will be converted into a double bond because one H is gone from the ethanol because the water molecule get removed. Uses are alcoholic drink, tonic and syrup. Any doubt in ethanol? Shazan, you? Okay. Ethanoic acid. And what is left? Ethanoic acid is left, acetic acid is left, and soap and detergent. Okay, the four topics is left. Ethanoic acid and acetic acid, soap and detergent. So tomorrow there won't be any assignment class. Tomorrow also I will take the concept class only. ठीक है, I have to complete this chapter because you guys need time to revise as well ना, your boards are coming. ठीक, so tomorrow there will be a concept class, no assignment class. Ethanoic acid, acetic and soaps and detergent tomorrow I will take and I will revise this chapter as well next week on Monday. ठीक, okay, so any doubt
No, no.
in any of the topic? Ridhima, you? No doubt? Okay, okay then, thank you, bye.